Good evening. Hello, people. This is your girl Betha. Today, I'm going to interview a cute girl. So, those of you are saying that because of pandemic, you can't come to school, you started application and you stopped. Linda was able to come to the United States. She's about to share her experience. Hello, Linda.
Hi, Becca.
Come and get your ass here.
Okay.
Squats. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
How are you feeling the United States?
Very cool. Everything. It's fine.
All
I'm
right.
so excited to be here.
Okay. Have you had your first snow yet?
Oh yeah, I've had a couple of snows.
Wow.
Even today we're having a snowstorm, so
Wow.
it's been snowing since morning.
Oh, okay. So tell me a little bit, like, how did you get to Hela? How did you get your visa and all that? How?
Oh, okay. So because of the pandemic, the embassy is not open to the general public, and because I'm a student, I applied for the emergency visa.
Oh, okay. So
Emergency appointment, sorry. And I was given a date, and then I went for my interview in December, and then I was given a visa. And when I went to the embassy, quite a number of students were there. Were a lot. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Also, they are open to you getting
Students. Yeah.
Once you have your admission.
Once you book the emergency appointment, which people don't know. Most people don't know about the emergency.
Yes.
So if you don't get someone to tell you about it, you will just be there and be waiting for 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you can do that. So it's open.
Yeah.
Once you have your admission, you have your
I-20, you buy your visa, you go to the bank, you buy a form for the visa, which is about 60 something dollars.
Yes. So
Yeah.
60 something. So what were some of the questions that they asked you?
Me basically they didn't ask me a lot of questions. So when I got the how do you call
Consular.
it? Yeah, the consular was like, hi. I was like, hi. At least his first approach gave me a little bit like some vim, because me, I was scared, I was shivering. So he asked me, I think the first question was, which school are you going to? And then I was like, oh, so and so. Like, oh, okay, where is it located? And I was like, okay, 115 South Street, Waltham, Massachusetts. And I was like, oh, that place is very cold, like blah blah blah. Do you have your jacket? I was like, oh yeah. So at least the tension was coming down small, but
Was the place very tense?
Okay, so I was the second person to be interviewed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my time was 7, so I didn't meet like I didn't join a queue, so I didn't hear the deny stuff, so I didn't really panic a lot. But the first guy was actually denying, so
Wow.
that didn't give me enough. But then
You did it. You made it, period. So let me ask you, so what do you think you did that like gave you a little bit of confidence, or what gave you that assurance to go there like confidently? What were some of the things you did before the interview day?
oh, I did a lot of research. I went online. I searched for questions for F1 visa interview. I spoke to friends. We exchanged questions. It was a lot. Like I tried, because I want to cover everywhere. Like I didn't want a situation where I'll get there, you ask me something and I can't answer. And even some of the questions I didn't have answers to them. But I spoke to people. I went on the internet. I did the research, and then I put down some 1 or 2 answers, and then I made sure I mastered them. About the questions are a lot, but I mastered a lot of them. So. And fortunately, he didn't even ask me all those. I think he asked me about my sponsor, the name of my sponsor, and then the work my sponsor is doing. So when I said that, it was like, oh, okay, which university I attended in Ghana, and then I mentioned and said, oh, can I have your transcript? And I gave it to him. So he actually took, that was the only document he took for me. But then I went prepared. I had all my documents intact. I made sure I arranged them well. I went to everything, like even my I had the CV. I went my CV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went with everything, because you may never know. Some
Yes.
people, I had a couple of friends who didn't even get a visa. They asked them a lot of questions.
Wow.
And then
So it's all
didn't
about
make it.
preparing, trying to, like, you don't need just one information. I know in Africa, most of us are like curious, like, okay, when we get the admission or when we are going for visa interview, we don't want to be telling people. Like I keep saying, you can speak with the right people, the people that you know who are students, who have been here before, So you could share ideas. You could go to YouTube, look for a lot of videos about people who have been interviewed, those who got their visas and all that. That way you get a lot of information. Because me, for instance, the questions that I read through, me, for instance, the questions, she's going for a day. Me, for instance, the question that I read a lot of questions, right? But only few were asked, and I was able to answer it confident because I had rehearsed it. So you have to look at yourself in the mirror, and before you go, imagine that it's like the embassy is full of, it depends on every day and what happens, but it's a lot of people. So sometimes you go enjoy. For me, I wasn't that lucky. I was like number 20, and all the people ahead of me were being rejected. So sometimes you have to psych yourself, not listen to people around talking and being scared. Be confident. You know what God can do for you. You know how much you've rehearsed, and you know that you are coming for school, right? So Linda, what program are you coming to read?
Conflict resolution and coexistence.
Oh, okay. So are you excited? Have you started class yet?
I'm having my first class tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which I can't wait.
She can't wait. Have you tasted any American food since you came?
Yeah.
What food?
But a lot of African food. Because she has a lot of them in the fridge. So I just cook them and then enjoy
Good
them.
for you.
Yeah, because trust me, the food is not as nice as what I eat in Ghana.
So you have to prepare yourself that you might not get all the nice foods and all that. So thank you everybody for watching. This is Linda and Bertha. We love you. Stay confident and be consistent in what you do. Cheers. Madam.